So good evening. We are back again. We're man down everywhere. We're literally free light today at the moment. Kenny Ken's MIA. Chig's making cocktails, so he's going to be tipsy and joining us very soon. And Afzal is banned because he didn't tell me he was coming on last week. So he's sitting a 1 week ban. He's in the sin bin. But the most reliable duo have joined me. They were actually here before me. Evening, Claude.
Good evening, mate. All right.
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
Not too bad, you know. Yeah. Good.
Evening, Zach.
Good evening, mate. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It was a nice little victory last night. Proper striker up front came on, and
enjoying a bit of steak tonight. I hear
a little bit of steak, a little bit of Estrella. They didn't have any Cruz Campo, so I had to get the Estrella tonight. Oh, here we go.
You're back to the Danny Ceballos drink.
Yeah, come on. I need to eat paella. And Estrella, I'm effing magic, bruv. Here he is, look, fashionably late.
Oh, here he is.
Sorry about that.
10 minutes late.
Where's Afzal?
He's banned. He's banned for a week.
Oh, sorry, didn't realise. Where's
he's got the red card, mate. He didn't tell me you weren't coming on last week, so he didn't give me any notice that he weren't coming on until after the show was done. So I've put him on a 1 week ban.
What about what's his name? Chig. Where's he?
Chig's making cocktails at the moment, so he's going to be a little bit late, but at least he told us. So he's going to be a bit tipsy when he comes on, I think.
Oh my God! Should we get started?
You good?
Oh, I just had a bit of stressful days. Like everyone's out, and because the door's a bit jammed, I'm the only one with the super strength to open up the door. Can you believe it? So I've got a super strength, and then what's happened? Because I know one thing. He said, "Oh, don't worry, get on with it." I'm expecting to knock any time now to say we can't get in. But hopefully they've assured me they can open the door. So, I know you started with that, which is good. I see that everyone sees us as the rats.
Yes, it is the Chinese year of the rat as well, which is kind of ironic.
Well, 1972. I was born in 1972, and that is the year of the rat as well. And it's every the year of the rat.
You're the king rat, Kenny.
Yeah, so the year of the rat is every 12 years. So I know it's 72, 84, 96, 2008. Yeah, it's the year of the rat. Yeah, it's every 12 years.
There you go. There you go. You are King Rat.
Yeah. Born in 1972. So yes, I am.
There you go. Well, we've got plenty to look forward to today. Obviously, Balogun, his masterclass when he came on yesterday, we'll go through that. Dominic Sloboschlei is apparently joining RB Leipzig. We didn't even put a bid in for him, but we did register our interest, apparently. Not only that, we have got a game against Burnley at the weekend, which I'm sure everyone is tweeting out is a must-win game for the 4th week running. And obviously, there were some good performances last night from some of the youngsters. But we'll start with Claude. What did you make of the game last night? What did you make of the performances? Who caught your eye? Talk me through it, man.
Well, it looked like they went down to Temple Bar and got a load of people out the pub to play last night, I think. You can't really make much of it, really. But I was impressed. Listen, there was a couple of good cameo roles by one from Balogun, one from Aziz when he came on. One assist and one goal from Balogun. Yeah, I've been told, and this is what I've been told, the reason we don't play him is because he hasn't signed for 90 minutes is because he hasn't signed the contract, and we don't want to give too much away to people that might be interested. So that's what I've been told on that one. Whether that's true, I don't know. But
where did you hear that, Claude?
I heard it a good source, by the way. Sorry.
Is this the same source that said Aubameyang would stay? And you said it on AFTV, didn't you? That Aubameyang would stay. And he did stay. You said it before anybody, Claude.
Anyway, so that's really one of the reasons. I think they don't want to give too much because they're at the moment, because they're just, if he'd have signed his contract, he'd be playing a bit more apparently. But apparently because he hasn't signed a contract yet, there's problem, and there are people floating about wanting to have a look. So Arsenal don't really want to give too much away, so that's why he's only getting 15 minutes here and 30 minutes. It was 30 minutes he got his today, last night, 30 minutes.
Yeah, 28 plus stoppage time, yeah.
worrying signs with the goalkeeper. I thought it looked a bit dodgy, but yeah, I mean, what can you do? You can only be what, as I say, they only can do what you be what's in front of you. I don't think there was much motivation more than that. 4-2, about right result, and I can't really say much about that game really because we were doing the watch along and we weren't even. We were talking about other things during it. That's how
mate. That's how it is with Arsenal watch-alongs at the moment. The watch-alongs are more interesting than the games, isn't they? Really, and that's how it's been for a while. But let me come on to Zach. Zach, a couple of people in the chat have been asking about last Sunday. Obviously, we did the podcast last Friday, so we obviously haven't spoken on here about the NLD. I'll get your thoughts in a bit about the game last night, but talk me through what you thought of the Tottenham game quickly.
Do you know what, Lee? It was the game that broke me because that first half, I knew what was going to happen. Right, as soon as I saw the lineup with Bellerin, Holding, Willian, I knew exactly what was going to happen. Right, when Bellerin did that foul throw, I cracked. I was like, "This is it. That's the end. That's the end for me." Because the thing is with that game, it was so predictable, the result given the lineup. Like we said it on the podcast the Friday before, didn't we? We all said it. I know a couple of us were hoping for, the old form goes out the window because it's a North London derby, but not with this shit show of players. Like not with Bellerin and Willian and Holding.
Yeah.
No chance. Xhaka. I looked at the lineup and I thought to myself, Arteta is not even learning from the things that have gone well. Think about it. Kenny made a point last week on the podcast. El Neni, and I sort of called Kenny out on it, didn't I? Remember where he said El Neni is the go-to partner for party in the big away games, right? Now, having gone to Old Trafford and won, and El Neni was fantastic that day. I'm not a massive El Neni fan. I think he's average. In those types of games, he should be the first name on the team sheet, really. He's fit, he's got energy. And who did he play instead? Granit Xhaka. Yeah? What the fuck? You put Granit Xhaka, the slowest, most immobile player, next to a half-fit Thomas Partey. You've got a fully fit, energetic Maitland-Niles on the bench, fully fit, energetic El Neni, Willock. These guys have got bags of energy. That's what we needed against Spurs. We needed energy in the middle of the park, yeah? And we lost that as soon as he put the team sheet out. I knew we were going to lose. The only surprise for me was we only lost by 2 because I said we'd lose by 5. And quite frankly, if Mourinho really wanted to fucking put it up us, he would have. You know that?
Yeah.
He would have. But he didn't want to risk. He just shut up shop. And actually, I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch the second half because as soon as Bellerin did that foul throw, I went mental. I lost my rag and I thought, fuck it. I'm not watching that second half. And I haven't done that since the Wenger days when we were the last couple of years of Wenger years. I just couldn't. I just didn't watch it. I think I had a nap or something in the second half. Yeah, I just went to sleep because it was a fucking disgrace. And I've got to the point now where I'm indifferent to, like, I'm not going to rant anymore about Bellerin starting on Sunday because we know he's going to start. So there's no point. It's almost like it's too stressful to go over the same issues. Do you know what I mean? It's an absolute disgrace. But we knew we were going to lose. And I'll tell you what, I said it a couple of weeks ago on this podcast. Yeah? I said I think Spurs are going to win the league. Yeah. I still think they're going to win the league because Mourinho is a fucking G, yeah? This geezer knows how to win titles. He's been there, he's done it, it's in his DNA. Like muscle memory, yeah, when you go to the gym, yeah?
Kenny's the best one to ask for that, mate.
Kenny, muscle memory, yeah? You cannot go to the gym for a year. As soon as you go back to the gym, your body knows what it needs to do to grow again, yeah? Mourinho's the same. He knows what it takes to win titles. He's won titles everywhere he's gone. The second season syndrome for Mourinho He always wins the title. I expect Spurs to win the league this year. Honestly, I do. And
I wouldn't be surprised one bit if they win it. Yeah, I would not
you know
be surprised.
I genuinely think if Arteta carries on the way he is right now, I think we're going to come close to relegation. Very close.
Well, listen, mate, I watched the whole game. I'm kind of gutted that I did watch the whole game, but you're right what you just said, yeah? They weren't even trying. Yeah, they genuinely were not even trying, mate. Yeah, and if they really wanted to, and I've seen people crying about Harry Kane backing in and all this crap. Yeah, Lacazette does that all the time. Yeah, nobody moans about it because it's Lacazette. Harry Kane does it, all of a sudden he's committed murder. You know, at the end of the day, you don't legally have to jump off the ground. The guy who's jumping off the ground is the guy that's putting himself in danger and out of control by jumping in the air. You know, Harry Kane, have a look at him. He don't have to jump, but that was used as an excuse. I think that go on.
The biggest problem I have at the moment is Arteta's post-match words. Yeah,
yeah, we're going to come on to that. Save that, Zach. Save that.
Right,
Save that. We're coming to that. We're coming to that. Save that. Let me quickly ask Kenny this before we ask Kenny about the games. What round for AJ to win? Do you actually think he will win?
I do think he'll win. I think what's happened, he's learned a lot from his defeat at Ruiz. I think what's happened is with Pulev, AJ has to just do what Pulev does not like the left hook. You hit him with a long lead left hook, long lead foot, and then going. That he's very susceptible to that. You keep it long range to Pulev. Don't let him come forward. Keep on hitting him long range. Beat him to the jab, and then when he slows himself down, he's 39. Go in there for the kill. Round 7, between 7 and 9. Go in there for the kill. Remember the long lead and long right hands. Don't go and engage with him. Let him come to you and just pick him off and then finish him off in the 7th and 9th round. That's what I think that should happen if AJ boxes how he should do.
There you go. You're on the combat show tonight, is that right?
I am. Well, I haven't had some confirmation, but I'm sure
No, you had confirmation last week. Don't worry about confirmation. You're Kenny Ken. You do what you want, mate. Yeah.
Okay. All right. No problem.
You do what you want. And Chig said on this show last week you're invited. So that's
brilliant
now, mate. Yeah. Right. I'm putting it out there. But Kenny, let me ask quick thoughts on Spurs.
They won't win the league. They won't win the league because the reasons they haven't got the strength and depth like Liverpool. People just assume that Mourinho made it stay. Yeah, he's going to get them very, very close. But they haven't got Chelsea's resources, especially if players get injured at Chelsea. You know that, especially midfielders, you know that they can come in and do a job for Lampard. Lampard's got strength and depth. Liverpool, it seems that every player that plays for Liverpool has got that sort of Klopp DNA, and they know how to win games. Leicester went there and everyone thought, yeah, this is going to be a tough game. Liverpool just went there, beat them up in midfield, went down the sides, bang, destroyed them. Wolves last week battered them. And I think what's happened, Spurs will run them close. But for Spurs to even do something at Anfield, they've got to get the first goal. But that's the Spurs situation. Any other time, I'd say, yeah, definitely Spurs have got a very good chance. They've still got a good chance now. But
Kenny, Leicester won the league. Leicester won the league.
Yeah, but this is different. But Leicester won the league because they were the best team ultimately. But if you look at it now, the only team that's the big side who's not out of form is Liverpool, and that's the thing. Liverpool got a good game against Fulham. Then they got a game against Tottenham. That's going to be a 6-pointer. If Liverpool get through that, like I expect them to do, will people be praising Mourinho, saying going to win the league? That's not a dig against Mourinho. It's just my conviction that Liverpool are just too strong.
I think with Liverpool, like they've been decimated with injuries. It's mad. They've been absolutely decimated with injuries. But like you said, they've got that DNA. I mean, the goalkeeper they put in goal, Alisson can't even get back in the team. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? But then they're putting young centre backs in that are putting our Saliba decision of putting him in the reserves to shame, because the guy got man of the match on his debut the other week. He's been brilliant ever since. The boy at right back that they put in, I think it's Williams, is it?
Nico Williams, yeah.
Yeah, he's been good. And the one thing I'll say, yeah, I've seen a lot of people in the chat room saying, oh, Tottenham are bottle it, this and that. Listen, Jose is not a bottler. Yeah, Tottenham as a football club think what you want. Yeah. Yes, they've bottled certain things. Yeah. Jose Mourinho is not a bottler. Yeah. Jose at Tottenham, I see a stat the other day. Harry Kane has gone the quickest to 10 assists, yeah, in the Premier League, joint with Mesut Ozil in 15-16. Harry Kane isn't even a fucking attacking midfielder. Yeah, Harry Kane is a striker playing as a midfielder right now. Yeah, that is the masterstroke that Jose's done this season, is by dropping Kane deep. Yeah, and then I do think they've got a chance. I disagree with what you said about their strength in depth. I actually think Tottenham have got a wicked squad. Yeah, really good.
They've got a great good squad, but when you look at Chelsea's squad, you look at the options they have and the experience they have as well in those areas.
But the problem with Chelsea, though, Kenny, is Pulisic can't stay fit for more than 2 weeks. He's
definitely not. But there's Pulisic. I mean, when you see Pulisic, you think, oh no, well, that's Pulisic's not playing. But hang on here, they've got Havertz, who hasn't got going yet.
But they're new to the league, Kenny. They're new to the league.
Maybe they're new to the league, and Spurs have got experience. But when you look at those options, I think that there's other teams other than Tottenham Hotspur in the Challenge for the league. I think it's if you finish above Liverpool, you're in the league. Liverpool's just too strong for me.
Oh, I agree. I think Liverpool will win it, but I think Tottenham are definitely in the race. I think Chelsea are in the race as well, if I'm honest.
Yes. I think what's happened, it's an indictment on our football club. But once again, we're the sort of bridesmaids just watching on, getting the invite, but never getting to walk down the altar.
We're not even the bridesmaids, mate. We're the fucking servants.
More like ushers. More like ushers,
you know.
Let me rephrase that. We're invited to have a look at the wedding, but that's about it. And I think that's a very big indictment for the club.
We haven't even been invited to the wedding, mate. I'm telling you.
You know what it is? You know when you get invited to the party afterwards, but you don't get invited to the wedding.
Yeah, the main bit. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I've learned some good dance moves this year.
Save them, mate.
That's one thing I've done this season. We've learned some good dance moves at the Emirates. That's what we've learned.
The thing about it really annoys me is that when we talk about teams going for the title, we're talking about our rivals, our greatest rivals. It kind of bugs me. Not the fact that we're talking about it. It's when I hear people defend Arteta's methods, like Laurel Woods. Then you've got Karen Kearney talking a pearl of rubbish. Finally, Alex Scott is finally thinking, what's going on? But she's still going to toe the party line. David O'Leary saying, Arteta sounds like an Arsenal manager. You've got other people on Twitter as well saying, I still believe in Arteta. You know what I mean? It resonates to me. They don't understand that. I don't think they see the urgency of the situation we're in at the moment. It's like yesterday's game.
It's the same with the journalists as well, Kenny. Charles Watts, James Benge, Ornstein, Laura Woods, what's the name? Amy Lawrence.
What are they seeing?
They haven't got any passion for the football club like we as fans have as passion because it's their job. Yeah.
But what question I need to ask a lot of people, especially in this panel, I've been watching football for all my life, right? And I've been watching coaches, and I could tell a good coach from a bad coach, and I could tell a good player from a bad player, and I could tell a player that's not so good at the moment, but he's going to evolve. I just want people, maybe people in the chat can help us out. What are they seeing about Arteta I haven't seen? What is he doing? What does he have that is so special that I'm missing out on? Because
Kenny,
I haven't seen anything that's special.
I can answer that for you already, mate. They haven't seen anything. They're emotional. Arsenal fans, they deal in emotions, yeah? They don't look with their own eyes. They're like, Arteta used to play for us. He won the cup with us. He captained us to an FA Cup win. It's all history, mate. It's all emotive. It's all...
He sat next to Pep. He was Wenger's captain. He's going to bring Pep to the Emirates.
Yeah, exactly. All that bullshit. That's it, mate.
Is that it?
That's it. That's it.
Because all I've seen is mistakes in team selection. I've seen a manager who fails to address the situation where teams are murdering us down our right-hand side. I see it being repeated. He's using the same sort of personnel. I've seen a situation where he's managed to he's actually achieved the impossible. He's turned a very attacking team who's naive defensively into a team that everyone thinks is great defensively, but is actually pretty poor, and bluntly attack. So what am I seeing? Because at the end of the day, I'm running out of time here because games are coming thick and fast, and the table is now taking a bit of shape. And what's happening now is that people. I know, Claude, you said it yourself. Oh yeah, Burnley would be a good game for us. What I've needed to say to people, because I know I'm hogging the thing, I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to leave this with one thing. I'm going to leave with you guys. All right, people need to accept we're the easy game. We're the winnable game. I.e., teams look at Arsenal on the calendar and say, right, we can actually go there. We can actually play this team and win, not go there and win. And then they expect to go there.
Kenny, think about this.
And that's the thing. That's what we've become.
Kenny, think about this. I haven't played football in years, right? You put me up against Hector Bellerin, I'll fancy my chances, mate. Honestly, and that's not even a joke. I'm being genuine. If I went to play football now and I was up against Bellerin, I literally would fancy my chances. I'd just fucking run past him, mate. He's shit. He's weak. He's got no pace. He's all over the place positionally. Like that's imagine
he's always caught up pitch. Yeah, he's always caught on the halfway line.
He's always pointing at others
to come out and do the standing up and facing up.
He's always pointing at others. How about do your own fucking job?
And this is the thing, right? When people sit there and say, "Oh, but he's got 5 assists," I don't care whether he gets none all season. Defend. That's your job. Yeah. And do you know what? Lee Dixon, I think, no, it wasn't Lee Dixon. It was Tony Adams. Tony Adams made this point on TV the other night about Bellerin. It was after the Tottenham game. He was sat in the studio with Sherwood. And he said, we had a similar situation with Dixon when he first came to Arsenal. Bellerin's been here for 8 years, by the way, but he was comparing it, yeah? He said Dixon came in. He was bombing off up the top of the pitch, wasn't coming back. He goes, and I just said to him, yo, learn your job, mate. Defend first. Then you can go and do all of that. He goes, so we dragged him back and we said, no, you ain't going and leaving us exposed. Yeah, you're staying there and you're helping me and you're helping Steve Bold or Keown or whoever else is next to me. Yeah, and that's what they did. The problem is we haven't got a manager. We haven't got a centre back. Gabriel's been fantastic. Don't get it twisted. But we haven't got that leader in the back line to say, oi, I'm going to overrule my manager here. You stay here. Don't move. Yeah. Whereas Tony Adams would do that. I remember when Ashley Cole came into the team. Yeah. Vieira and Adams said everything Wenger said. Just fucking ignore him. We'll train you up. And that's what they did. We ain't got that anymore. No, but let me come to Claude. What do you make of this whole Bellerin like foul throws, constantly being picked? What do you make of it? Do you think it's a witch hunt, or do you think it's actually justified? Well,
to be quite honest with you, it don't upset me as much as his other parts of the game. Foul throws, I mean, if it's not in a really dangerous area, it ain't going to cost you too much in the game. What it does is his positioning on the football pitch. That's more worrying. I think people are bringing that foul throw up because of his overall play, so they think, oh, we'll add that one on as well. I think it's poor, but I don't think it's a game changer. What is a game changer when he gets caught out of position? What is also bad about his game, he's crossing. His overall play is not good enough. I said it years ago. I said if he had no pace, he'd be playing in League Two.
You did,
I did say it, and I just think now he hasn't got that pace. I think he's not in it anymore. He's not there, and I don't know why he's persistently being picked. We put a man on a 4-year contract. Cedric on a 4-year contract, and we don't hardly give him a game. This guy can play bad every week, but is it the reason that because he was living in the same digs as Arteta for? No, it's that Arteta seems to think, oh well, I trust him to come back more because they've got such a good relationship. I wonder whether that is it, because he does not justify his place at the moment, and nor does Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka at the moment doesn't justify his play. Willian doesn't justify his place. You can go on and on. You know what I mean? So no, I don't. I think people are making a bit too much about the throw-in rather than his all-round game more. I think there are other people in that game where I think there was another player from then that was actually a foul throw, and no one said a thing about it. So,
see, just to cut in there, Claude. Sorry, mate. Arteta was asked in his press conference pre-Dundalk, is it a concern about Bellerin's foul throws, and are you going to employ a throwing coach like Liverpool have done? Right. His answer to that baffled me. Yeah, and Evening Chig, I'm going to come to you in a second, buddy. But his answer to that baffled me because he said there's other players in this league that have taken foul throw-ins this season and have not been penalised. We have put together all of the clips and all of the footage and sent it to the FA. Well, is that really a priority for us as a football club?
No, it's ridiculous. Listen, I don't get it. Yeah, we can't. Why are we going down that road?
Do you know what I mean?
What he should be concentrating on is his overall positioning play while he's playing for 90 minutes. So that's what Arteta should be concentrating, not on foul throws. But that's just my opinion.
No, it's true. It's true, man. Listen, at the end of the day, the question that should have been asked to him, me and Zach said this on Twitter the other day. Yeah, the question that should have been asked to him was nothing to do with the throws. It's why you consistently keep picking him. That should have been the question. Evening to Chig. How was the cocktail making?
Well, lit. I ain't gonna lie. An espresso martini. Never made that before. Hold on, I've actually got the list here. Honest folk. Never heard of that. All I know is I am drunk. Dark and a gronini.
That's good, mate.
Believe it or no, this drink is called a Negronini. A Negronini.
I'm glad you said that, bruv.
So you know I had to try that one.
What's in it?
A lot of orange zest and a lot of Campari. I'm not a big fan of Campari. No. So yeah.
Hey, Chick, can I just say something? You know, by this time last year, you would have actually been on your Christmas party. I now know that Christmas parties involved Zoom cocktail making rather than having a like chin with your workmates.
Yeah. Yes.
Is that what it was? Was it a work do?
It was work do, bro.
No way. Down on the edge from Kenny.
It was work do. It's not just a random thing. Basically, we did everything on Zoom. They sent us all the ingredients and stuff. And
yeah.
Do they give you your 2 hours? Your Christmas lunch. Your Christmas 2 hour lunch.
normally, yes. But we started at like 3:30 today, so we were just like, yeah, right, go, let's just do it. It was a nice day. It was a good day. Good day.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. How did you had your test today? Your screening or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I had a chest infection test basically just to see what's going on. So results back soon.
Happy days. Fingers crossed. Obviously, we did the watch along last night. Obviously, the gunman, the big man, Balogun stepped up, baby. Obviously, everybody that was watching last night knows pretty much our thoughts on the game and that. But just for the ones that are watching that didn't watch the watch along, what did you make last night? What did you make of it? Who stepped up for you other than Balogun? Balogun was obviously the one, but who else stood out?
I mean, there were a few people that had good performances. Like, obviously you remember Balogun, Cedric. I thought I'm more impressed with Cedric the more I see him, to be honest. I don't know if that's because I've just tapped out completely on Hector or if it's just because Cedric is fucking up less. But I am more impressed with Hedge because his crossing yesterday was so on point. It was so on point. Actually, even Lacazette could have done something with some of those crosses had he been on the pitch. And that's how good his crosses was yesterday. So for me, actually, he was the one that, ironically, I was the most impressed with. But he wasn't the only one that stood up. It was just the one I thought, oh, I didn't even realize you had that to your game. But Balogun is the one that obviously, I'm the most hopeful about, It was this time 2 years ago that I was singing the praises of Bukayo Saka. And I was praying and begging that Arsenal gave him a chance just to show people what the kid can do. And people were like, what are you talking about? And I said, I promise you, you'll see. And Balogun is the same one, same sort of breed. For me, he's the guy that, you know, yes, people will say, oh, but Chuk, you're just saying that because he's Nigerian. Not motherfuckers. Half of Hale End are Nigerians.
He was actually born in America.
But he's Nigerian. Don't worry about that. But for me, the kid he's got a lot of talent. And actually, what I really liked about his play yesterday wasn't even so much the goal. It was the assist, because he showed an aspect of, you know what, I'm going to hold the ball up for my teammate and then pass the ball, which sounds stupid. That sounds like the most basic element that you would expect from a striker. But not a lot of strikers can do it these days. You know, and against, you know, say what you want about Dundalk not being a quality side, they're at least a physical side. So that I did like about what he did about his play yesterday. I thought, okay, he's got more time to show what he can do. Let's see. And I remember someone in the chat room said, I bet he does nothing. Not only did he not do anything, he exceeded expectation. He got a goal, he got an assist. What does this kid have to do? What else does this kid have to do? But as we know, he'll be ignored at the weekend. I saw a quote from Mikel Arteta saying, oh, well, maybe the youngsters can play in the Premier League. In my mind, I'm like, well, no shit. That's what he should be doing. But we know that he's saying things like that, not with the intention of he actually springing a surprise, more with the intention of he wants to try and motivate his first team players.
Cool. You've hit the nail on the head with that. Spot on. Yeah,
that's the disappointing thing. He's not saying it as someone who's actually considering playing these youngsters. He's saying it as someone that's hoping to motivate a Lacazette. So.
No, I'll make you right. He is saying that because it's trying to push the ones that have stayed at home. And it was very telling. The ones that did stay at home were Bellerin, Lacazette, Xhaka. Yeah, we all know they're starting at the weekend. Come on, we already know this. Claude, let me come to you, mate. There's a lot of I don't know if you've seen it, but after the game, Charles Watts asked him a question. I don't know if you've seen it. Charles Watts asked him a question.
Yeah, go on.
And James Benge basically asked him a question saying, well, look, you've obviously been putting cross after cross after cross into the box the last couple of games. Tonight, it was a bit more free-flowing. Is that the style of play that you want to go down? And he was just like, yeah. So then Charles Watts then said, and they're basically all sat on a Zoom call like this, yeah, and he can see them all, right? So Charles Watts goes to him, so can you expand a little bit on what the thing with the crosses was? And he went, no. He was like, no. So he was like, sorry, I didn't get that. Can you obviously, I just want to ask from what James said and expand from it. He went, no, because I can see all of your colleagues laughing and I know where this has come from. So I don't know whether he meant that that's come from social media taking the piss or whether that's come from the journalists that were backstage taking the piss. What did you make of it? Because for me, he came across so fucking arrogant. Yeah.
Oh, he is. That's the person he is. He is an arrogant person. That's what it is. And I don't know. I wish these journalists would just ask proper questions sometimes and put a bit more pressure on these managers than they do. Some of the stupid questions that go on is just ridiculous. I mean,
it doesn't help. Sorry to cut in. It doesn't help when the Arsenal guy then says, "Come on, next question, Charles. Next question, Charles. Yeah, have you got another question?" So it's like they're kind of forcing him along. I would have gone, no, he hasn't answered that question yet, but they won't get invited back. So
yeah. I just feel, but I feel the question. I don't know. It's just not. It's a stupid. It's like the throwing thing. It's all ridiculous. I'd rather them asking questions about former players and what they're doing, why are they being picked, why are they still being picked despite their bad form. Get to the point of it all. You know what I mean? These journalists don't ask the real. I don't know whether they're not allowed to or whatever, but they don't get into it enough for me. It's too much.
It's just generic, standard questions.
Yeah, I mean, it's boring. They're not asking the real questions that we the fans want to know. why is Balogun not getting? Why is he not getting 90 minutes in a game like when there's nothing on it? And why isn't he not getting 90 minutes? Why are we bringing on bloody Ceballos in a game like that? I mean, why can't we get more of Aziz instead of only having 15 minutes? You know, things like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't get to the real crust of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you think or what the boys think. I mean,
no, mate. I 100% make you right. Yeah. For me, a journalist's job, is to be the link between the club and the fans. Yeah. And they should potentially, I know they want to keep their perks. I get that. Yeah. I understand that. But they should be going in there with the mentality of we're going to get the answers that the fans want. They basically should be working for us as fans. Yeah. As a fan base, not just me or you, the whole fan base. So they should be going in there and being that link and applying a little bit of pressure. To me, what I see is that they just go in there and go, oh, sorry, I didn't hear that, Mikel. Mikel then comes out with some rude statement back, and then the press officer goes, have you got another question, Charles? Yeah. I would have gone, well, hold up, mate. I haven't got an answer on the question that the fans want to know the answer to.
That's what I mean. He's not even answering, and he's belittling him as well there by saying, look,
I don't like the guy. I don't like Charles Watts. Can't stand
him. Yeah, that's what he's belittling the guy as well, which is not nice. But as I said, but then I just don't know, the modern day journalists, they're not as good as the old days. I'm sorry. I think
they're not, mate. John Cross, Ian Abrahams, Amy Lawrence, fucking Smithers.
I go back to Brian
James
Warner,
Bench, Chris Wheatley. They all chat shit, bruv.
Brian Warner, Steve Curry. They all got to the crux. They all, they went in hard. You know what I mean? There's another one. Who was what's his name? Henry Winter. He's good. He's very good.
He's one of the best out there.
Yeah, but some of these now, they're up and they're all. I don't know where's he from. That he's not even working for the Sun, is he? He's working for another publication now.
With Charles Watts, he works for Goal.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
And then you've got. I didn't actually hear James Benge's question. Yeah, because I've only seen the clip from Charles Watts. But apparently, James Benge, who works for Football.London, asked him a question about, well, the last game you were saying crosses were the way forward because we whipped about 50 of them into the box against Spurs. Now you're saying that this is the way you want to play. But last week you were saying after Spurs that if you keep whipping crosses in, we're going to win more games than we're going to lose. So I didn't actually hear that question. I haven't seen the interview. I haven't watched the video footage of it or nothing. All I've seen is Charles Watts then go and trying to elaborate from that and get slapped basically verbally. Which, listen, I don't particularly like the guy. Yeah, I thought the way that was handled was a disgrace from the manager. It showed that the gutter press in this country, are more interested in keeping their perks at the club than actually sticking it on these managers. Yeah, and they're not working for us as a fan base. They're just more interested in, oh shit, if I actually go against this, goal are going to kick off on me. So now the press officer's on my case. Oh yeah, I've got another question. Balogun played tonight, so blah blah. No. You haven't answered my question. There's millions of fans that want to know the answer to it, mate. Yeah, stick it on them. And all they do, because I do these press conference reactions, right? When I read these questions out, Pep signs a new deal the other week. Why the fuck is Ian Abrahams here, TalkSport Moose, asking him about Pep's new contract? It was a build-up to an Arsenal-Leicester game, I think. Yeah, or an Arsenal fucking Wolves game, whatever. Who gives two fucks? Then he said to him, obviously your strikers are going through a goal drought at the moment. How important can Eddie and Nketiah be at this point? I mean, what a dumb question. What, the guy who hardly scores any goals? Why don't we actually ask them proper questions? Do you know what, right? I remember when Flex got in a press conference and asked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a question. It was a Europa League game away, last season. The amount of actual journalists, like proper journalists, that got triggered by a football fan being in there with them was funny as fuck. But every single Man United fan said, yo, well done. You actually asked questions that we wanted answers to. Yeah? And he got answers.
And Adam McCullough's done that as well. And he asks questions as well when he goes in. But they're not scared to ask these questions. But also, these crosses, if we had Olivier Giroud back, they would be valuable, they would be valid, wouldn't they? These crosses coming in, but there is no Giroud anymore, and he's doing the business at Chelsea now.
You also have to remember, Lee, with the reactions that Arteta gives, this is a man that's seriously under pressure. Yeah. So he's obviously not going to answer. You know, when you really break down his tactics, which is what the journalists are doing, whether they're mocking him or not, that's what they're doing. You can see not a lot of it makes a lot of sense. There's not a lot of consistency there. And I'm sure he's aware of that. I'm sure he's aware of that. So I think some of the reactions that you do get from him will be the arrogant reactions. There will be the rude ones. There will be the ones.
But you know what, Chig? You're spot on, right? But at the same time, you live by the media, you fucking die by the media, yeah? This guy has used the media at Arsenal since day one to come across as this suave guy that knows his shit, and he's walking in and he's going to change the structure, the culture. There's a process.
But now, ultimately, has no experience.
Too big for him, but he's too scared to admit it. Yeah.
But ultimately, has no experience of doing either.
Exactly.
He's on a very fast, very sharp learning curve, and we've seen him crash. We've been seeing him crash since. How long have we been seeing him crash as a group? So it's a case of now just riding it out and hoping that the board put us out of our misery when it comes to Mikel Arteta. It's as simple as that.
But this is the problem, right? I don't know if you guys watched my stream that I did the other night where I read out that there's a guy, Zach, you follow the guy, Unfiltered AFC on Twitter. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He put that thread out, yeah. The amount of fucking good response he's had back off of that, off of a lot of people, right? I read the whole thread yesterday on the stream, right? And he's absolutely spot on with what he said. The board are not getting pressured by the owner. They're also not getting pressured by the fans, yeah? So we need to, as fans, step up, yeah? And that brings me nicely on to Kenny Ken. Dominic Schloberschlag, yeah? It's easy for me to say. It's probably not easy for Chig to say after he's hammered on cocktails.
I want to know how Kenny Ken does it. That's what I want to know.
Huh?
I want to know how Kenny Ken does it. That's what I want to know.
You say, Kenny, you're the
I do. Spanish. My forte is Spanish and
Portuguese.
Spanish and Portuguese.
Yeah.
And French. That's my one, man.
So you're not too clued up on the Hungarian, then, no?
No, I'm not too. But you know, talking about that player. You know, if you want to go to any club, you know, Leipzig is a very attractive club to play because you've got a manager that knows what he's doing. You know, like I don't particularly approve of Leipzig the way that they have. They've actually been funded. Them and Salzburg, as far as I'm concerned, they just come out of nowhere and they just plonk themselves in. They're basically run by like I said, a drinks company. I don't approve of them, but I respect the fact. That they don't care what people think. They want to be a force, and you know the lad going over there. That's a great move for him. Excellent move. He's going. You know they're in the knockout stages of the Champions League. They got the semi-finals last year. The only way's up for those players, and you know if push comes to shove, he can put himself in the shop window for a bigger club than us. So for me, that's a fantastic move for the lad. You know, at the moment, I don't want. As I said before, when you've got a culture at this football club where if you aim your standards pretty low and everyone's on board with that, then you're going to have a very successful time at that football club. Because what will happen is that you've got an average board, average players, average coach, you've got average cheerleaders, and you've got average fan base at the moment. The fan bases are very easily led by Arteta's experience of Man City. They're very easily led by, dare I say it, the personalities at the football club. They're promising us all this, these great things, and they've got to be behind them. I think what's happening is that I think all these fans who are backing Arteta, some of them are genuine. The ones who make a big deal out of it need to give themselves a big blue Peter badge, because what they're doing is they're killing the debate. They're trying to strangle any opposition or any kind of urgency from fans who's thinking, well, hang on here, Arsenal Football Club standards should be a bit higher than that. You know what I mean? And they say, well, you're spoilt by success. You're not entitled to success. Well, I say, well, excuse me, unambitious, low-standard people use phrases like, you're spoilt and no one's entitled to success. Yes, you are entitled to success. You're entitled to demand it because simple reasons: the football club you support, the fact that you're being charged a lot of money to watch this football club, and most importantly, you can't put the genie back in a bottle. Once you give fans the sort of success we've had under George Graham and Arsene Wenger, you can't just think, oh yeah, well, you know, I'm going to die happy now. I've seen this in the Champions League final. Well, we won the league a few times. We're unbeaten. That's it. Don't worry about that. Let's not be
especially when you've smashed a stadium down and sold a whole fucking concept and a dream as well.
See, that's the thing. You wanted to move from Highbury because you wanted the situation where you felt that Highbury was.
I'm just going to restock. I can't hear you. Yeah, go on, keep going.
Yeah, but you're saying that the pitch is too small, and we're not competing with Man United in terms of like the financial aspect. So you've got the big stadium, yet we've been hampered by it. We're still paying off the mortgage, which we've probably finished now. Yet the team down the road has got a new stadium. They're still competing. Because you know why they're still competing is because, believe it or not, they're more ambitious than us. From the fan base, everything. Their fans are thinking, yeah, I want more of this. The people behind the scenes, ex-players, think, yeah, this is where we want to go. We want to go up. We've got a manager who's ambitious. Got players who've had enough of winning nothing and want to be ambitious. So what's happened is that they've got a chairman called Levy who thinks, you know what? Yeah, I'm along for the ride. So you've got a situation where they've seen how Arsenal have done it. They said, right, this is what they've done well. We're going to do it better.
We'll do it all better.
And even back in the day, commercially, they've always smashed us out of the park anyway. Even when they were crap on the field, off the field, they're doing better than us anyway. They know, they've got the pulse of what their supporters want. Their supporters and their club are actually a good partnership. You know, maybe in adversity, they've actually become better fans and more ambitious fans than we'll ever be. We assume that we look at down at them because they haven't won trophies, but they just look at us as deluded idiots.
Yeah, but Kenny, you're spot on with the whole Tottenham thing, right? And listen, you've said it, we've all said it. They've been closing the gap since 08. Yeah, probably 06, 07, 08, yeah. And now they've overtaken us and left us behind, mate. And it'll take us a decade to catch them up at least, right? The way we're going. Just coming back to this Dominic Szoboszlai real quick, right? Fabrizio Romano's tweeted out there that he's going to Leipzig, but Arsenal and AC Milan registered their interest. We knew his buyout clause was 25 million euros. Yeah, that's about 22 million pound. How have Arsenal Football Club not got 22 million quid when we've got a player on 18 million and another on 20, of which the 18 million pound footballer's leaving in 6 months? How can we not go, there's 25 million, we're buying you, because in 6 months' time we've got that wage bill off and that'll pay for you? How? I don't get it, bruv. I genuinely do not understand. What do you think? Like, well, I don't get it, mate. How can you register but not bid when you know the price?
It's Arsenal Football Club for you. It's Arsenal Football Club for you. They've been doing this for the last 40 years. They've been doing this. So they very much. You can say, oh yeah, it's Stan. It's not. It's the football club. It is. This football club has got Dennis and Peter Hillwood's DNA running through it. Doesn't matter that God bless their soul, no longer with us. They left their indelible mark of just being this conservative football club, which is not particularly ambitious. They just hope for success and will embrace it, but they don't work for it.
No, mate, listen, it's sad how it's gone. Let me come to Zach. You still there, mate? You awake?
Yes, mate. I'm very quiet.
Patiently. You've been waiting patiently.
I've been very patient, yeah.
Let's move on to the Burnley game, because we have got a game coming up this weekend. And we are 50 minutes deep into this at the moment. Give me your thoughts for Burnley. What do you want to see? What do you think he's going to do? And what do you think the result will be?
Just before I talk about the Burnley game, Lee, just on the any January transfer window signings, I'm just not interested in any signings until the deadwood's gone, which is why I stay quiet.
We have to sell or get rid of 3 players to buy 1 if we want them all in the...
This is it, mate. And to be honest, we could sign pretty much any player in the world and Arteta would ruin them anyway. We signed Thomas Partey, yeah? Look what Arteta's done to him, yeah?
Exactly.
There's no point. You can sign anyone you want, mate.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, that's why I stayed quiet. I'm not interested in January signing. Not interested. We've got all the ingredients we need. We need to get rid of the deadwood. We need to get these youngsters in that team. So I just thought I'd say that. But in terms of the Burnley game, I think it's exactly as I said this time last week. I will tell you when I see the lineup. If Bellerin's on that team sheet, Willian, Holding, we're gonna lose, mate. We're gonna lose to Burnley. Yeah, I'm telling you, because you know what? If it was me, if I was in charge, I'd put Cedric at right back, Saliba, Gabriel, Tierney, back four.
Saliba's not in the squad, but yeah, go on.
Is he not registered for the league?
He's not registered for Premier League games, I don't think.
Oh, he is.
He is. No, he can play in the Premier League, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can play as a youngster.
Okay, yeah. Go on, mate.
It's Europa League has a limit.
I'd have Saliba, Gabriel, Tierney, and Cedric as the back four. Then I'd have Maitland-Niles, and I'd have Danny Ceballos and Willock in there. Another front three of Balogun, Saka, and would I drop? You know what? I was going to say Aubameyang on the right-hand side, but I'd drop Aubameyang, I'd drop Aubameyang, and I'll tell you why. Going off on a tangent slightly, but I want to make this point. This is a wider point. People go on about how important Aubameyang is to this team. In the Premier League, Aubameyang has scored 56 goals, 96 matches, right?
Yeah.
Since Aubameyang joined, the only thing he does for us is score goals, right? That means 42% of the time he's an absolute passenger. Doesn't score, he doesn't contribute, right? Now,
it's true. We can't even argue that. That is fact. If he doesn't score, he does nothing.
Right. So that's 42% of the time in the Premier League. He's not contributing anything. He's not like a Martinelli or a Saka who can contribute, or he does nothing if he doesn't score. If you want to move up the table, you've got to have the balls to drop Aubameyang, right? So I would actually go Balogun up front, Saka on the left, and if Reece Nelson's fit, I put Reece on the right. If he's not, I put Smith Rowe on the right. Yeah, I put Smith Rowe in there. But I'm telling you this, mate.
Yeah, he was good last night. He was
Balogun has got all the attributes of a striker that you want. He's strong as an ox. He backs into players. You saw him on Thursday night. Aubameyang hasn't got that in his game. Balogun's got everything that Aubameyang has and more. And I would start Balogun on Sunday, but we know he's not, right? So let's assume he's not. So I think we'll lose 2-1. I think it will be. I don't think it'll affect his job. I think the likes of. Actually, I'm not even going to mention his name, but there'll be big accounts on social media who will come out. I'm still behind Arteta, even if we lose to Burnley. Right? I back him 110%. Now, take your finger out your ass, because you've got to realise you're just digging a hole for yourself here. You're not saying what you really think. Arteta is under pressure. He's under big pressure. You know that the way he snapped in that press conference.
Yeah, that's the first sign of snapping as well.
Yeah, but you know what, lads, right? We all know it. When you're a bit stressed and you're under pressure, you can't make proper decisions. Yeah, your decision making.
Yeah, we've done it on social media, Zach. We've had a bad day. Somebody said something that fucking pissed you off. You've replied, and you probably thought, "Oh, why did I do that?" Yeah.
But lads, I can't remember. But how many games in the league has Maitland-Niles started? He started one this season.
This season. I'm not. I think he started at left back against
Man City, maybe.
I think it was Man City. He dropped
Saka, didn't he?
Yeah, he started left back at Man City.
Yeah,
I think
so my point is,
another game as well.
You got this guy, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who I think is a fantastic player, by the way. That's such a disgrace that he's not. He started one league game out of 11 or whatever.
Especially when you begged the geezer to stay, and we could have sold him to Wolves, which then could have given you the upfront payment to go and buy a what?
Yeah, but
do you know what I mean?
The thing is, the reason why I've been a bit quiet tonight is because I feel cold to this now. I don't really care anymore. As I said, the Spurs game broke me because it's almost like the hope that kills. You kind of hope that Arteta's going to start making the right decisions. You know, our good friend Afzal, who's been banned tonight.
Banned this week. Banned. He's on the naughty step.
We'll see him back next week. But our good friend Afzal was always like, well, he's slowly starting to make the right decisions. And we have not seen that come to fruition, right? So it's the hope. There's even part of me was thinking, I really hope Afzal's right, yeah? I hope slowly he's going to see that Bellerin's shit and Xhaka's crap and Willian's a dead player. But he hasn't, has he? And that's the problem. I'm just dead to it now. We went for a walk the other day with Helen and a couple of Claude, and we all sort of agreed, like, we're just bored of talking about the same old shit.
It's crap, isn't it? We've been talking about this for years as well, Zach. It's been going on forever, mate. Like, from the Wenger era to the Emery era. The one thing I'll say about Wenger and Emery, at least they threw the kids in. Yeah.
Yeah, in the Europa League.
Bro, the kids used to get us out the group non-stop. Dani Ceballos would not be getting in the squads under Unai Emery or Wenger for Europa League away game when you've already qualified.
Yeah. The reason why I'm so indifferent to it is because I don't see Arteta changing anything. Like, I can't see it. Because if he can't see the problem with Arteta, he makes excuses for his favourites, right? This dossier that he sent to the FA about foul throws, an absolute fucking joke, right? Because anyone who knows how to take a throw in knows that Bellerin, they're blatantly foul throws. Yeah, it's obvious. He's done it in 5 different games this season. Yeah? 5 different fucking games. Bellerin is an absolute disgrace. And the fact that Arteta's sitting there making excuses for him is a joke when Pepe has to prove every day in training he wants to.
Mate, when he had a go at Pepe last week against VIEIRA, when he didn't get the cross past the first man, then he's clapping Willian. Yeah. Disgrace, double standards. And you know what, right? We've seen so many clubs over the years. We've seen it at Chelsea. They've downed tools. We've seen it at Arsenal. They've downed tools. I'll tell you now, as much as none of us really rate Mesut Ozil, right? I guarantee he's got some level of influence on that club, right? In terms of the squad. Then you've got Pepe being fucked about. Then you've got Maitland-Niles being fucked about.
Yeah,
the goalkeeper, who was a big part of that squad for a decade.
I said this a couple of months ago, right? Imagine like this group, our little WhatsApp group, right? Imagine someone who's treating one of us badly, some manager. We're going to talk about it in the group, right?
Yeah, come on, of course.
What a cunt he is, or whatever. Now the thing is, the other one that you didn't mention, mate, is Saliba. You see Lacazette and Aubameyang, they've taken Saliba under their wing. Yeah, as like a little brother, especially Lacazette. Now look how he's been treated, Saliba. Yeah,
Guendouzi's number one.
Guendouzi's another one. Aubameyang and Lacazette used to love Guendouzi. Mesut Ozil. These players, whether you rate him as a footballer or not, these players love Ozil because he's a nice guy. Yeah, I don't like him personally. I think he's a hypocrite, but the players love him, right? So they're going to be looking at it thinking, this Arteta guy, he's a joke. So where's the morale? Would you want to play? If I said to you or anyone in this podcast, go and play football for Mikel Arteta, and he's micromanaging you on the sidelines. He's telling you how to pass a football when you've been playing football professionally for X number of years. You reckon you'd want to play for Mikel Arteta? That is my question.
No, but the thing is, it's not about wanting to play for him. It's about, this is my friend, and you've ditched him and put him over in Germany because he grabbed up Mal Pie, and he didn't apologise. But then you've begged another shit footballer, Granit Xhaka, to stay. And I get on with Xhaka because he's a nice fella, but I don't think he's that good. Then you're playing Bellerin every week. We're being made to look the mugs because nobody can cross a fucking ball.
And, I agree. And
it's a snowball effect. As soon as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players are treated like shit,
I agree with you. Right? Aubameyang's agent has come out and put that stat. Right?
Yeah, he put the stats out. Yeah, he put the stats out.
Aubameyang obviously has to take his own fair share of the blame.
100%.
Think about this for a second, Aubameyang, who would he rather be playing football with? Nicolas Pepe, Hector Bellerin, Nicolas Pepe, Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Saliba, or Willian, Bellerin and Holding, Who would he rather be playing football? Who's going to create him chances? You know, Pepe's going to create the space for Aubameyang. He's going to put those balls in.
Yeah, but you know what? At the same time, Zach, I 100% make you right. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, that's like going, let's moan about Arteta, but these are the same clowns that down tools under Unai Emery. Now they're realizing Emery weren't actually that fucking bad. Yeah. And they couldn't understand a word he was saying. Yeah, he weren't bad, was he? Let's be real.
Do you know the one thing that's baffled me? And I've tried to come up with all sorts of theories. You know, I put out a couple of theories about Mikel Arteta. Potentially, there's some subconscious racism that's inherent in him. Now, I know you guys don't agree with me on that, but that's a theory of mine. I cannot, for the life of me, come up with any other plausible theory to keep playing Willian and Bellerin like Xhaka. Can someone give me a plausible explanation?
It's an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Give me a score prediction, Zach.
if the starting lineup is as I think it will be, I'm going 2-1 Burnley.
Okay. Chig.
Yep.
Man's still awake.
I'm still awake.
Man's still awake. What are your thoughts on the game coming up against Burnley, mate? We'll be doing the watch along for that. Fucking our watch along will be more entertaining, trust me.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it to be an entertaining game. Is it away from home?
Home.
Nah,
so they're going to come and park the bus.
Right.
And we're going to struggle for 90 minutes. They'll probably nick a corner and score 1-0. And we'll probably struggle to a draw in stoppage time.
Yeah, I've always felt we would win 1-0, to be honest. I've always felt it would be tight. Arsenal obviously on a bit of a losing streak at the moment. But purely on the basis, I think Burnley are just destined to be relegated. But I think Arsenal will have enough to beat them. Even in spite of our crappy manager and his ridiculous decisions. I suspect he may throw a youngster in there.
Who?
Reece.
Reece is
really? Back from injury, no chance. I think
I
he's
don't know
injured.
Got a feeling.
No chance.
If anyone's going to get in, for me, I reckon he'll go Maitland-Niles.
Where? What position?
Probably left wing.
Oh, God.
I think he'll throw. I think he almost has to at this point.
Mate, a fully fit Reece Nelson, he didn't bring in, yeah? Reece Nelson's now injured. He's not going to bring an injured Reece Nelson back for Willian.
Well, he might do, Zach. He's fucking clueless.
Oh, is Reece injured? I didn't realise.
Yeah.
He's been injured for the last 2 games. He's been injured for the last 2 games. Reece Nelson pulled him off after 60 minutes the other night, yeah? I was thinking, oh, maybe he might start. He's done the same old shit with Pepe. Why take him off, yeah?
Yeah, when he's balling. Yeah.
Yeah, when he's fucking balling. Like, let him play football. You know what I mean?
In that case, I take that back. But I think he might throw in a youngster of some sort in there because I think at the end of the day, what you're doing is working.
Do you know what? You know who your youngster is, Jig? He'll bring in Nketiah. That's your youngster. That's your youngster, right?
Oh, might be Smith Rowe. Might be Smith Rowe.
Smith Rowe's been good. He's been really impressive.
When I say in, though, I mean in the 18. Just
do you think Balogun will make it? Do you think he'll be in the squad?
No.
Okay. No, I don't think he will either.
He won't put 3 strikers on the bench. And he'll have Lacazette, Nketiah, and he won't put Balogun. He won't have 3 strikers on the bench.
So, yeah, I think for that reason, I do think we'll win and win 1-0. But it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be nice. And just onwards and waiting for some sort of intervention. You seem to think it will come at Chelsea. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm sticking with that. 26th when we get piped on Boxing Day and we've got to endure fucking probably a dual watch along of fucking them Chelsea boys, bruv.
It's at the Emirates, so I'm not.
Yeah, 5-1 Chelsea. I'm putting a bet on that as well. 20 quid. Yeah, and it's going to get embarrassing because I'll tell you what, we were talking about Chelsea earlier. They ain't even clicked into gear yet. Havertz ain't even firing. Yeah, Ziyech is injured. Pulisic's injured. You know, fucking Giroud scored more goals in 1.5 games than all of our strikers all season. Like, It's embarrassing. And apparently, no one has a clue what he's doing.
What are the odds? Does anyone know what the odds are on Arsenal getting relegated this season? I might stick a cheeky tenner on.
You can have 100 to 1 with me if you want.
I'll take that. No. I don't want to take your money.
Arsenal don't do relegation, mate. You never have and never will.
Be careful what you wish for. This ain't the Arsenal.
No, never do relegation, Arsenal. They never will.
I was having a conversation with Kenny.
Leeds United fans were sitting there all smug 20 years ago, mate.
This ain't the Arsenal we knew. This ain't the Arsenal that we fell in love with. I'm telling you.
It's the Arsenal. The Arsenal.
The Arsenal's finished.
I think we'll win. I'll tell you why we'll win. I think Burnley are very poor. They're a lot worse than what we are at the moment as well. And I also think the crowd will help. I think the crowd will help.
Well, all 2,000 of them.
Well, no, I think
that when there's 60,000 in there.
It'll get behind the team, mate. It'll give them a bit more encouragement. They'll see a crowd there. They might even start. A few of them might start waking up a bit. I just feel Burnley's the perfect game for Arsenal, really. Because
I disagree.
No, it's a perfect game. Perfect game for Arsenal because they're not. What have they got? They've got nothing. They've got no forward power. They're a poor side. In fact, although Sheffield United are bottom at the moment, I actually believe that Sheffield United are a better side than them. I think they'd be unlucky. I think Burnley will be relegated this season, and I think alongside Fulham and West Brom, I think they'll be the three that will go down. And
it's about time Burnley got relegated, though. It's a fucking dead fucking place to go to watch football. The Manchester clubs to get there is an embarrassment.
I think it'll be a couple of goals in it. I think it'll be 2-0 for Arsenal.
Yeah, look, man said 20 quid Lee's profiting off a loss again. Lol. Listen, there is 830 people watching live right now. There ain't even 300 likes. So listen, you rats, absolute rats. Make sure you smash the likes up. Disgusting. If you watch me every day and you don't come in here and hit like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, seriously, all of the links for Chig, for Zach, for Kenny, and for Claude, all of their links for their channels or their Twitters.
We are the rats. We are the rats. We are the rats.
Yes, we're the rats. We're the rats, Claude.
Lads, I just checked odds checker, right? Arsenal 250 to 1 to get relegated. Yeah, that's worth a cheeky tenner.
Hey, listen, there's 5 of us in here. Yeah, we'll go £2.50 each.
Yeah, but that would be profiting, wouldn't it? It'd be profiting.
Well, Claude, listen.
I'll be profiting off a relegation league.
It's only profiting if they actually fulfil it.
They won't get relegated.
Which is not in our hands.
You know? What, lads, I'm not as confident as you lot that we were.
I'm not as confident as this lot. Bro, let me tell you something, right? There's probably 3 players in this whole squad that I would want in a relegation battle. Yeah?
Tierney.
Gabriel, Partey, and Tierney. The rest of them, I'm kind of...
So see, the thing is, Lee, you've named those 3 players. They didn't come to Arsenal to be in this position, and that's another sad indictment of the club. Unfortunately, Claude, I don't agree with you. And I've said it consistently to you when we done our one-on-ones on Sunday, and I've said it in the group, and I'm saying it now, and I said it earlier. We are the easy game.
Yes.
Trust me. Burnley are not frightened of us. Against Everton, they're very unlucky. I watched the game. They're unlucky. Against Spurs, they murdered Spurs, but Spurs held firm. They've got players like Wood. Chris Wood scores goals. Ashley Barnes has now come back from injury. Dwight McNeil is going to be
McNeil's going to have Bellerin on strings, mate. Don't worry about that.
And they're going to be highly confident of getting something. They're not going to go to Liverpool and think, with the way they are. But Arsenal it's a good time to play Arsenal because there is a situation where people are looking at Arsenal and think, you know what? They're not eradicating the mistakes. They're not trying to change that situation where the areas they're struggling in. All teams are doing when they play Arsenal, and Burnley are going to be no different. Isolate Kieran Tierney, isolate Gabriel, going down the other side because he's going to play Bellerin and Holding, and keep on pumping, because we know that Willian would try and get back, but he won't be able to do it a lot. And then he's going to substitute Willian for an attacking player. We're going to have loads of acres of space down that right hand side. We're very easy to play against. I think people seem to underestimate that.
The only thing I would say, sorry again. The only thing I would say that makes you guys that I suppose makes me have a doubt in my mind is when you get to this position of 15th, you need another type of player. And I'm not necessarily talking about. I said this to Lee when we were doing a watch along. It's not necessarily your quality players. It's your right. We're in a dogfight. Let's fight. We don't have many of them type of players.
Well, you're talking
let's do this.
You're talking about Callum Chambers then, because he is back from injury. I suppose he's that sort of player. And, you know,
but that's actually funny.
That's Chief's boy, you know. That's Chief's boy. Callum's his boy.
I said to Lee, for me, actually, the youngsters are probably
they're the ones wanting it
that are most likely to have that attitude. Because unless you play them,
only 7 points off top 4, aren't we?
Yeah, but I think we're like 5 points off.
We're also 11 teams off top 4.
I think the problem is as much as I said before, you know, because I know you're desperate to do something else, Lee, and so. But I'm going to say one thing is right. All I can say about you call him Tapas Puris, I call him Andre Villas-Boas. Because the reason why I call him that is that he had the same Andre Villas-Boas had the same level of support from Romain in terms of he's going to get Chelsea to play this beautiful style of play, and that he was going to reduce the age of the squad and the average age of the squad. They're going to get all these players in. He's going to play the high line. He's going to get speedy players in. What happened? Terry, Lampard, Drogba, and Czech turned against him. Results, they down tools, wouldn't play for him. And then by March, after they struggled against Napoli and they lost against West Bromwich Albion, he got the sack. And he had bigger power base than this man's got. And what I'm saying is that results can't go like this. Losing becomes a habit. No matter how much you try, and how much you try to shake a leg, once you psychologically, when you go down, and it's the same situation, and teams are thinking and now saying, right, no problem, we're gonna all those crosses you're gonna put in, we're gonna head them away. Then we're gonna go down the field, and there's gonna be panic, and there'll be panic. I don't care what anyone says. As much as the board love him, at the end of the day, there's 23 players, 25 players, and one coach. Right? There's 25 of them and one of him. If they're not playing for him and we think there's man management issues, and it's blatant that there is, there's only going to be one winner, and it's not going to be Mikel. No matter how much the board behind him, no matter how much people behind him, results don't lie. And I'm fair.
Do you know what? Sorry to cut in there.
What's the update? By the way, boys, what's the update on Thomas Partey?
He's going to be out for a long time.
Thomas Partey's going to be very happy with him. You know, rush me back from injury and then push me out. He's going to be thinking, hang on here, that's disrespectful to he's ruined my career. I ain't going to play for my country. He's going to be really happy with Arteta.
I'm just looking at Villas-Boas. Yeah, Villas-Boas. Villas-Boas from Chelsea. 40 games, 19 wins, 11 draws, 10 losses. Tottenham, 80 games, 44 wins, 20 draws, 16 losses. He is currently the manager of Marseille, and has been since May last year. 50 games, 26 wins, 12 draws, 12 losses. His career stats, his win percentage is 58%, 242 wins in 411 games. But yes, you're right. He won fuck all at Chelsea.
But you know what?
Fucked him up and set him back a decade. Well, not a decade, a couple of years.
I think it's an insult to AVB comparing to Arteta. Now, do you know what? I was thinking
considering he won the Europa League, I make you right.
But we're not talking. We're talking about the amount of level support he had from the football.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
From the people, and this is very similar now. Arteta's been promoted because he's won the FA Cup. He's been promoted from team coach to head coach to team manager, which means he's got a massive power base. And that's
the only manager that I think has been equally as bad as Arteta I can think of, and I was racking my brain the other day, is Christian Gross. Yeah? Yeah? Remember when he got there?
Man bought his own ticket, you know. Man bought his own ticket, bruv. He bought his own ticket. I come on the tube like you, yeah?
One day pass on the underground, yeah? He was showing it to everyone. He's the only one I can think is as bad as Arteta. Can't think of anyone else.
Listen, we are going to wrap this up. One thing I am going to wrap this up on, yeah, is since 2018 summer transfer window, Man United and Arsenal have got the first and second net spend in world football.
But he doesn't spend money.
But yeah, he's a greedy man, Kenny. He's a greedy man. He steals all the money for the Rams.
Lee, can I just say something, right?
Yeah, go on, mate.
I'm not, and this is not a dig, but
no, go on.
The trouble with a lot of football fans, they think that if you're a billionaire, a multi-billionaire, that you're gonna go to the bank in London, get a briefcase out, fill it up with money, and then spend it on players. Jesus Christ. Football fans, sort yourselves out.
Yes, well said, Kenny. Listen, Claude, thank you very much for coming and entertaining us with your dulcet tones. Appreciated as always, buddy. And I'll be back on your show. I will be there at 11:30 on Monday. Yeah, it won't be 2 o'clock on Tuesday. I'll be there at 11 o'clock, 11:30. No, I do apologise about that, mate. You see all the mistakes.
When you're coming back to England, then
next Friday. Next Friday, I'm back. Yeah, man. I don't know how long I'm back for because my passport has got less than 6 months on it, which means I can't leave the country to come back to Spain after Brexit. So, so I need to get a new passport when I'm back, and obviously doing that over Christmas and New Year can take a while. But
sorry, go on, Kenny.
Go on, Kenny. He's froze. Look, with his dead Wi-Fi.
He's gone.
He's gone. Man down.
No.
Down. He's gone. Look, his dead Wi-Fi. Talk about the RPV interview. I make him right. The RVP, sorry. I make him right. Absolutely spot on. Yeah. He said to see positive balance. He wanted to win the title. Yeah. That's been the case for a long, long time. What, a decade since that happened? Nearly. Yeah. It's still the same now. It's a disgrace, bruv. Absolute disgrace. Listen, it's a disgrace that we've only got 331 likes on this video. Yeah, it's also a disgrace that none of you are following any of these people on social media. Right. So make sure you go into the description and follow Kenny, you follow Claude, you follow Zach, you follow Chig. All their links for their channel are in the description right under the title. But go on, Kenny, you were saying?
All I'm saying, right, as long as Ursula and Boris don't sort it out, then you're going to have problems. They've got till Sunday to sort something out for you.
Mate, do you know what's mad, yeah? We just booked an Airbnb today from Friday coming until Boxing Day. Yeah, proper nice gaff. Fucking well expensive as well. We've been mugged, bruv. I swear, pants down time. Yeah, but and then after that, I'm then going to Milton Keynes. And I have to book another Airbnb, and I don't know how long I'm in that one for either. But yeah, it's a bit of a madness. And the thing is,
don't forget to take your laptop. Don't forget to take your MacBook.
Yeah, as long as I've got my Mac, yeah, and my mic, and
you're not having a break then. You're not having a break over Christmas then, and
what from YouTube?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't Mesut Ozil, bruv, about fucking time off. What are you talking about? Time off, days off? Nah. No, bro. We don't. I'll be streaming on Christmas Day. Don't you watch that? Yeah, we got a game. Yeah, you think I'm joking as well? We have got a game against Chelsea on Boxing Day. My preview's dropping live on Christmas Day. Yeah, You think I'm joking, bro? You don't get anywhere in this world without effort and trying.
I actually don't think you're joking. That's the thing.
Lee, you should have a couple of days off. Enjoy a couple of days off with the wifey. And come back.
Yeah. Christmas Day should be with the wife who's celebrating Christmas.
I've got my daughter this year as well. It's my year to have my little one over Christmas as well. So that's good. Little fucker. I need to FaceTime her in a minute. She's demanding MacBook Pros. Yeah. Right. So I texted her mum the other day. I said, what does she want for Christmas? She goes, because I stole her iPad. This iPad I've got here is actually hers. I stole it. Yeah. I've never given it back. So I said, I'll get her another iPad. She goes, no, she wants an iMac. I said, an iMac's a computer. What does she want that for? And she goes, oh, no, it's a MacBook. I said, what the fuck does she actually want? Does she want an iPad, a Mac, or an iMac? So she goes, she wants a MacBook Pro. I'm sitting there thinking, you ain't getting no iMac or MacBook Pro. That's like 1,500 quid, yeah? Plus the iPhone that she wants, plus the earpods, AirPods, whatever they're called, plus the fucking clothes. And this kid, right, I swear down, yeah? Kenny's gone again. He's back again on another device. Look, Kenny's in twice. So yeah, she's demanding fucking, like, she's demanding everything, bruv. And it's mad because you know what, yeah? For 10 years, she's 11 now, 11 last month, right? For 10 years, the kid didn't want anything. Yeah, now it's, oh, I want a MacBook. I want an iPhone. I want this.
She knows daddy's a big YouTube star now. So
what about that, mate?
You should be showing off all your money, mate, saying what you're earning.
I'm fucking skint, mate. Don't worry about that. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, little fucker. But no, honestly, listen, guys, always nice to meet up again and take the group chat to the platform. And we'll do this again next Friday. Obviously, Sunday when the team news is announced, I'll be seeing WhatsApp group text going ping, 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 ping. And it's going to be hard work on Sunday.
I think we'll win the next two, actually. I think we'll win the next two, but might struggle at Everton. Probably might struggle against Chelsea, but I think we'll win the next two.
Here we come.
6 One game at a time, Claude.
I'm looking over the next 5 games. We'll take Brian to, I think, 11 points.
Hey, man says I'm not spending like Wenger, bruv. I've spent more money on fucking items for this channel, yeah, than Arsenal spent on their fucking summer transfers. Yeah, do you know what I mean? But listen, I'm going to wrap this up. I've got to do
by Boxing Day. By the end of Boxing Day, we'll be talking top 4 again. I think.
No, we won't. We'll be sitting here crying, saying they've ruined fucking Christmas 5-1 at the 5-1 at the Emirates. Yeah, and he's getting sacked on the 27th. You heard it here first. Listen, Claude, thank you very much. Appreciate it as always, buddy. Monday, I'm there 11:30. I ain't letting you down.
Don't worry, mate. Yeah.
Zach, always a pleasure.
Pleasure having me on. Thank you very much.
Chiggy Chig, get some food inside you, bruv. Sober up. Come on.
I'm all right, brother. Catch me for the combat show later on. Catch me for the combat show later on tonight, guys. I'm stealing Kenny Ken for an hour while we do the boxing preview, which he's only just realised it was still happening. So
no, he knows. We were talking about this. He said,
we were talking about earlier.
Don't worry.
So yes, we'll be doing the AJ preview. So make sure you catch that. And then obviously we'll also meet Ola and we'll also be doing the UFC stuff after that.
6 round knockout for AJ. There's my prediction.
No,
good
I like that. Round.
I like that prediction. It's a good prediction.
Yeah, 4th round.
Zach don't like boxing.
No boxing chat, lads. Take it to another channel.
Zach does more than
take it to the next channel.
Another sport he does. Snooker, you do snooker.
I like snooker. We can talk about snooker.
And Kangaroo knows the crack. Afsal out.
Afsal out, yes.
Hey, guys, I've got a dip, bud. Man. See ya.
See you later, Kenny.
Yeah.
No, love. We're out of here. Thank you very much to everyone who's watched live. Smash the likes. Follow all of the guys. Their links are in the description right under the title. We're out of here. I'll tether out. Bellerin can fuck off as